We are back at the range this morning. How y'all doing today? I'm good. You good? I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. Before we go any further, I know you guys are hearing it. We are in a safe and controlled environment. We are at the gun range, Immokalee Range and Gun Club to be exact. And this video is for educational purposes only. All right, so today we're going to talk about that Glock 45. Glock 45 I have been enjoying so much when it came to this particular shoot. Now, as far as this goes, it does compare very closely to the Glock 19X. We do have some of the higher end or better features on the 19X versus the 45, but if you're not wanting to spend 19X money, the 45 is definitely something that will accomplish that feeling for you. Now, if you're not too interested in the threaded barrel suppressed height sights, night sights, and all that good stuff, and they do have their more of a, I'm not going to say competition trigger, but it's more of a I forget the word now. It's a better trigger than the actual triggers that are in their standard Glocks. And you also have a marksman barrel when it comes to the Glock 19X. But if none of that matters to you, then the Glock 45 is definitely something that you can probably consider to add to your collection. Now, we are running the Hollison 507 comp on here, as well as the Streamlight TLR1 HL. Very nice setup. I think it fits well. At this point, we know where we are and we know what we're doing. So the only thing left now to do is suit them up, and we are going to send these shots down range. I have done a comparison between the 19X and the 45, which is this pistol right here. And all in feeling in itself, they feel very familiar as far as the actual, let me turn my red dot, the actual feels goes when it comes to the grip length. Now, the grip length on here kind of stems closer to the Glock 17 length or grip with the Glock 19 style slide. So it's like the best of both worlds. You kind of have like a hybrid pistol when you have that 45. And let's see, watch the pistol. And I am still able to drive and continue to keep my shots on target because it does have that full frame as far as the grip goes on this pistol. I did kind of slam that in a little aggressively, and the slide went forward, and we do have a round in the chamber. Yes. Pistol is clear, magazine is empty, or vice versa. Pistol is clear and my magazines are empty. All right, so again, it all also goes back to preferences when it comes to that. If I don't mind or really don't care about running a pistol into the ground, which they're all tools, you should not even worry or care about running a pistol into the ground, because I feel like the more shots or the more rounds you put through your firearm, you know that it's reliable and you know what it's going to shoot and you know what it's going to do. So at that point, you pretty much want to run your pistol in the ground so that you're very aware of what it can handle and how it is going to behave when you're either in a real life situation or if you're at the range. Either way it goes. Woo. And I can't say that, stay in that stance. I have been quite satisfied with this shoot. Although pistol is clear, magazine is empty, although I do have my gripes and I say my little piece when it comes to Glock. And I also am going to mention, like I always mention, that I give credit due where credit is due, and they do have some fairly decent firearms. My biggest gripe comes when they just can't give you nothing else. Let me get some more rounds. Just because I got it, I'm going to mention it. I also have an aftermarket magazine. This is a P17 magazine that we're running in that, and it runs it just fine without any problems. Now, yeah, if you're just not joining, we're talking about the Glock 45 chambered in 9mm. Could this, or will this, or is this one of my favorite Glocks? I think I've said it enough. And if you know that answer, drop it in the comments. That shit there don't say nothing. That one do. Drop it in the comments and let me know. And you trying to throw that over my head. I have not experienced any slide bite, but although I just tried to drop that slide with my thumb, and it tried to bite me. But other than that, I have not had any slide bites or anything of that sort or manner. Let me fix myself. Oh, we are clear and empty. Y'all, weather is changing. It's 80 something degrees out here, like 84 or so. And it's pretty cool. This is, I don't even know what the day is. And this is kind of weird. Because it's cool. It's usually blazing hot. Thank you. I like it. I do. That still, you hear that? I know y'all hear that one. Y'all don't hear that. Nah. That one. That one. Oh, she a little hot on the side. All right, I do got some heat spewing from the side. Pistol is clear, magazine is empty. But that's okay because we are shooting pretty fast out here. And obviously that is going to happen. Now, mosquitoes. I got a few rounds here. Y'all already know no rounds left behind. Oh, Lord. She be talking. And me just talking just made the sun come out. That was overcast, but it's still kind of breezy. It's breezy, so that feels good. Glock 45. Probably one of the best configurations besides the 1719X and of that sort, in my opinion, chambered in 9mm. Definitely a great shoot. I don't like this chevron in here. I don't like this dot style. Definitely got to change that. Now, if I didn't mention that this does have a little bit over a 4-inch barrel. Again, it does give you that configuration of that 19 when it comes to the slide, and then you have that whole 19X situation with the 17 grip and everything going on. My hands are a little bit larger. All to slap me up with. I'm just joking. So me having a nice, something with a full grip is imperative for me to accomplish that master grip that I tell you that you need in order to be a good shooter. And for me to accomplish that, I got to have a full-size grip. Now, not saying that I can't shoot smaller pistols. they're just not comfortable. I can shoot them, but they're just not comfortable. Now, if it's something that I want to, just because of something that isn't wearing or whatever it is, then I gotta be able to conceal it a little better. Obviously, I'm not gonna be walking around here with no 45 on my hip and I got on me a dress. So taking into considerations little scenarios like that, in which would you know, change my mind when it comes to something that I am shooting. But definitely when I'm out at the range and I'm practicing and I'm doing what it is that it takes for me to be as effective and efficient with my firearm, I definitely want something that is going to be comfortable for me and enjoyable. My pistol is clear and my magazine is empty, because it is nothing worse than coming out to the range to call yourself, say, okay, I'm going to practice or I'm going to do something or whatever, and the gun is an uncomfortable gun, or the grip is just, it's just not working. That is probably the worst scenarios or range days in my opinion. All right, so this is the Glock 45. So again, when I am practicing and doing whatever it is that I want to do to make sure that I am the best at what it is that I am doing, I like to have something with more of a full size feel so that I can make sure that I am dominating my levels in pistol shooting, so that when I do, or if I need to ever up my pistol in a real life situation, I, it's not so much as muscle memory, it's more of a you train for this, you're ready, you can do it type situation. You understand that? So that's what it is for me. And this is one of the pistols that, if I am coming out here to do so, I prefer to shoot something like this because of the extra grip or the longer grip. And of course, the magazine capacity just gives me, I don't have to keep reloading if I'm doing a drill or whatever of that sort. You're late. We're talking about the Glock 45, but it's okay. You can go back and watch the video. So with that being said, yo gang, listen, what did you see? What did you see? What did you think? How did you feel? Drop that in the comments. Are you team 45 or are you team 19X? Do you want it already fixed up, or do you are the one that, you know what, let me be Bob the Builder. Let me put it together myself so I can make it my own. Let me know. Drop that in the comments. So with that being said, yo gang, thank you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel just by watching this video. And y'all know I love when things work, but I love y'all for life. Muchos besitos. Peace.